2007, a Maria Schneider teve uma ideia genial. Quer dizer, não foi bem dela, mas foi graças a ela que essa ideia pôde ser colocada em prática. Ela pediu para que todos os fãs que estavam cadastrados em seu website colaborassem com doações, e essas doações se reverteriam num disco. Você poderia ou adquirir o disco antecipadamente, ou até doar uma quantia generosa e virar um produtor executivo. Aqui a Maria Schneider vai falar um pouco sobre como foi esse processo.
It's really worked for me, and I love it because the response I've gotten from people is that, for instance, when we won a Grammy for the concert in the garden, and then Sky Blue won a Grammy for the Centurilean Skies composition, and people would write emails to me and they would say, "Wow, I know this sounds weird, but I feel really proud. I feel like I helped to make that happen," and they did. You know, and that was the feeling we wanted, is that these people feel like they're making creative work happen. And you don't really get that sensation when you pay for something in a record store, or if you feel like you're paying the store and you're paying the record company. It's different than knowing it's going right to the person that's writing the music, and if you write them an email, you're going to hear back and they're going to say, "Thank you so much, nice to meet you." You know, it's like a relationship developing. I know a lot of people now.
Eu fui dos privilegiados que comprou o seu disco. E o que eu mais adorava era receber e-mails semanais sobre você falando do processo de gravação do disco.
That's what we want to do, and I will tell you something too. For me as a composer, feeling the people trusting and wanting to, showing their advanced support, makes me feel, when I'm working and I'm sitting there writing, it's like, I think it's like when you run a marathon and you get towards the end and all the people want to be at the finish line and they're like, "Go, go, go." You know, that's what I feel like when I'm writing the music. So it's not just, you know, me, you know, taking people's money. It's like somehow I'm using your emotional support and your trust too to help me, and it's a good feeling.
Você agora está compondo música clássica. A gente estava conversando exatamente sobre isso. Os jazzistas que querem compor clássico, ou se são as pessoas da música clássica que estão começando a observar no jazz qualidades para levar para o seu mundo?
I'm not sure, because, you know, for me, it's writing for strings and everything. It's wonderful. But it's difficult to put certain aspects of jazz into a classical ensemble, because they have a different way of phrasing and a different way of playing. And I think they want the freedom and the relaxation and whatever it is that jazz has. My first classical experience with Dawn Upshaw was writing this piece where I used the poetry of Carlos Drummond de Andrade. After we did the first 3 concerts, I was conducting. So every night we did this, and I got the feeling that, you know, the players every night were trying to play the music better and more perfect. And I came away from the concerts feeling really lonely. It's like, thank you, thank you, thank you, and it sounded beautiful. And I'm like, why do I feel so lonely after these concerts? And I realized that with my own band, you know, there's always this improvisation going on. It felt very uncomfortable for all of a sudden the music is just about trying to play my music correctly, as opposed to giving them the opportunity to be creative, truly creative. And that's why this next classical work I'm going to do for Dawn, I want to have a couple of my players that are very attuned to playing outside of jazz, because I want the music to, I don't want it to feel like jazz meets classical. I want it to feel like classical music with variability in it. And so we'll see what happens.
Obrigado, Maria.
Muito obrigada.
Agora teremos o privilégio de assistir um pouco de Maria Schneider.